Welcome to another exciting weekend of contact with Bashar. Oh, yeah. It is always exciting when Bashar comes through. And I also want to welcome the people that are here joining us by teleconference from all around the world. So you know we've got an energy grid going around the planet for this. This weekend is going to be particularly important because, as you all know, Bashar's been talking about 2012 and that upcoming threshold. And this weekend will be an opportunity for you to get in touch with the track that you're on and the track that you want to be on for the upcoming years. So this will give you an opportunity to refine your energy and your choices to propel you into the future that you most desire. Tonight's session is Vortex Vibrations, and Bashar will be sharing with us some of the energy work that their civilization is doing with the planet and how you can participate in experiencing and supporting that energy. And then tomorrow is our intensive, which, as you know, are very intensive. And the morning will be the physics of intention. So that will be very interesting because Bashar will get into the mechanics of how intention works in the physical world and probably in other worlds too. And then in the afternoon will be all aboard the 2012 train. And that will be a great opportunity for you to really get in touch with all of the things that are really important to you. So we hope everyone can join us for that. So how many people here have never been to a Bashar event before?
Yeah.
Great.
Technically, I've never been either. Thank you for coming, all of you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And Darryl, there's always a first time.
That's true.
So, all right, so I think we're ready to get started. I think everyone's waited long enough. So I just would like to thank Darryl and Bashar for bringing through this information and providing us with the awareness of what's happening and helping us to prepare for this threshold that's called 2012. So thank you, Darryl and Bashar.
Thank you, April. Hi, everyone. I think because I saw so many new hands, just very, very briefly for the new people. This channeling, what started this all off, was an incident about 37 years ago. I had two broad daylight UFO sightings here over LA. First time about 150 feet away, second time only about 70 feet away. Both times an equilateral black triangular ship about 20 feet on a side. After seeing something like that, I began doing a lot of research into UFOs to see what that was all about. And one thing led to another. I eventually found books on psychic phenomenon, on channeling, so on and so forth, and eventually was introduced to a channel. And the entity coming through that channel eventually actually offered to teach a channeling class. I went into the class not because I thought it was going to be a channel, just because I wanted to do more research and see what that was all about and how something like that could be taught. About halfway through the course, while in a meditative state, I received what I perceived to be a telepathic connection from Bashar and his people. And in that moment, an actual memory came back of having made an agreement before this life to do this with him. I understood in that one moment that the UFO had been shown to me on purpose to get me to start moving in the direction I needed to move, so that when the time came, I would be ready to start. And the question that was there in the telepathic communication was exactly that. Now that you remember we made this agreement, now you know it's time to begin. Is this something you still want to do? I thought about it for a while and really realized that the most important thing is not so much that anyone has to believe that Bashar is real or anything like that. It could be a part of my own consciousness. The real thing is the information. The information, when you're in this altered state, that comes through seems to have the ability to really give different insights, different perspectives that helps people make the kind of positive changes they want in their lives in a very beneficial way. And that's the reason why we do this. If someday Bashar is able to actually prove his physical existence to us by landing, which would be great, he will do that. Until such time they want to stay in the background so that the information remains the most important thing, more important than who's delivering it. But what I do want to say is that the channeling state is a very natural state. It's an altered state we all achieve sometimes from time to time. It just depends on what you do with it. But an actor that becomes the character is channeling. A singer that gets lost in the song is channeling. Anytime you do something you love to do and you pay no attention to the passage of time, you're in a channeling state. So in this case, it so happens that I'm using the channeling state to train my brain waves to go to a certain place, and Bashar does the same from his end, and we meet somewhere in the middle, and the brain wave frequencies lock. So what you're getting, in a sense, is he's not speaking any language at all. He's just sending thoughts from where he is, and they just get translated into the language that I was raised to understand, which is English. So I'm sort of functioning like a biological translation device in that sense. But basically, for those that are not familiar with him, you'll see that he's very direct. So if you get to ask him a question, by all means, just talk to him directly like you would talk to a friend. And the more fun you have with him, the more fun he'll have with you. So I want to thank you again for being here, and I'll see you all later. What's that hum? Is it? Did it just kick in? Okay.
Bashar's craft.
Yeah. Maybe he is landing. Great. Okay. All right, guys, have a good time. See ya.
And I'll say, good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. Thank you. Thank you for the co-creation of this transmission. Thank you for the co-creation of this interaction. Once again, we take this opportunity to extend our deepest appreciation to each and every one of you individually, all of you together collectively, for the opportunity that you are giving to us in being allowed to experience through each and every one of you different facets of the multidimensional crystal of all that is. So we thank you for the gift of expanding our understanding of creation through these interactions. We would like to begin this exchange with the idea that many of you have now begun to discuss in recent times upon your planet, of the idea of vortex vibrations. What is a vortex? Good question. Thank you. The idea, in the most, shall we say, simplistic terms, is that there are a variety of different kinds of vortices. Some of them you call earth chakras, similar to the idea of the chakra system, the energy system, in your own individual bodies. Some of them are simply what might be called run-of-the-mill vortices that exist in and around the grid of the planet, the energy grid of the planet, being that, in a sense, your planet is a type of crystalline form. There are certain nodal points, certain energy flows in and around it in the electromagnetic field of your world. And these grid points very often culminate in the idea of a vortex. Now, again, in the most simplistic terms, what's the difference between a chakra point and a normal vortex? Good question. Thank you. The simplest way we can phrase it is by analogy. The chakra points are like faucets. The vortices are like drains. The chakra points pour into your world energy, radiate energy, give off energy that they tap into from a variety of dimensional planes and from your Earth itself and from your solar system and from the electromagnetic field, regulate and pulsate these frequencies and emanate them into your world in a variety of ways to create a stable field in which you can experience the idea called physical reality. The normal, so to speak, vortices are where the energy flows go out. Now, this does not mean something cannot come through a vortex from another place, but the general flow is chakra in, vortex out. And the vortices thus then are like gateways and doorways to a variety of different vibrational states, different energy states, different dimensional states, and therefore can be utilized like doorways as access portals to different dimensions. For example, one of the strongest vortexes, or vortices, if you will, that you have upon your planet that is very familiar to you, is what you typically call the Bermuda Triangle area, which acts as a fluctuating gateway and doorway to different dimensional levels, different vibratory states, different energy states, and why a variety of individuals and craft have from time to time disappeared or vanished in that area. Not all of them always go through a portal to another dimension. Sometimes the magnetic structure of a very strong vortex can wreak havoc in your instrumentation and simply cause certain vehicles to crash or sink, and thus they are simply lying on the bottom of your ocean floor. But from time to time, you will also find that when the confluence of energies is correct, when the vibrations are in balance in a certain way, gateways and portals and doorways will open to other dimensions, and if one of your craft go through them, they can, in that sense, shift to that reality. They do not always have a way of getting back, since they do not know how to navigate these portals in the same way that other civilizations do. But you will learn in time. The idea also of a chakra point on your planet is that in emanating certain frequencies, it regulates, as we said, some of those frequencies. Again, not that a chakra, being that it is emanating, can't also be a doorway to other dimensions. But the idea is that when you immerse yourself in the energy bubble of a chakra point, a major chakra point on your planet, such as, for example, what you call Mount Shasta in your immediate area, you can thus then take upon yourself an alignment of that energy. It can entrain you. It can allow your own physical electromagnetic field to become aligned with that frequency so that you can be more in tune with the earth vibration, depending upon also what specific vibration that chakra point may be representing. Because similar to your body, each chakra point on the planet does have a slight difference in degree of signature vibration that is relevant to the different chakra points in your body. Such as, again, for example, the area in your Hawaiian Islands that you call Haleakala, being the heart chakra of your planet. Thus then, if you immerse yourself in the energy in proximity to the Haleakala mountain, you will find that it will help align your own heart chakra energy and amplify and magnify that energy in a variety of ways. Now, This can be experienced by any of you in a positive and or a negative way. It is really up to you, and it is determined by what you bring, so to speak, to the party. But the idea is that it causes magnification and amplification of what you do bring and gives you an opportunity to decide how to align your energies now that you have been put in touch with them by immersing yourself in that energy field. This does not mean you cannot do this in other locations, but the idea is that your planet does have these natural points that are natural amplifiers, natural magnifiers, and they interact with each other in very specific ways. Both the chakras and the normal vortices interact in a variety of ways, creating a pulsing grid of energy around the planet, lines of energy that you can tap into and do tap into biologically all the time, and again can be used to amplify, magnify, or alter or adjust your own electromagnetic vibrations in a variety of ways according to how you decide, how you choose to utilize those energies. Now, we have recently talked about the idea that our civilization and other civilizations, not of your world, are aiding and assisting in the transformation of your planet by feeding certain kinds of energy pulses into the major chakra points of your planet, the major vortices of your planet, to help balance and align many of these vibrational energies so as to give you more and more and more opportunity to go through any transformation, whether personal or social or cosmic, in the way that you would prefer. To give you the opportunity to choose to go through these shifts in a positive and constructive way, as opposed to a negative and destructive way. So we are also adding our own energies to your world, not doing anything for you, but giving you options, giving you vibrational opportunities to link with, to align with, to identify with, and to reflect to you your choices, your potential, who you really are, give you more opportunity to give yourself permission to be who you really are. Different civilizations have different assignments, so to speak, with regard to regulating that energy, pulsing that energy, adding their energy. And a variety of civilizations are involved in this, including our own. I, myself, have been given the area above a major vortex in your area called Sedona. My ship is approximately 2,500 of your miles above that vortex, pulsing down energy constantly as a reminder, as a regulator of the vibration that can help through the creation of a variety of chord structures, can help smooth out the vibrations of discord in your world in a variety of ways. And different members of my society in different ships are also positioned above other vortices, other chakra points on your planet, as are other civilizations, other ships, also pulsing their energy. Now, the idea of being over a certain place does, in a sense, have to take its cue from the kinds of energy structures that exist in your world, and thus then the energy we deliver has certain degrees of boundaries or borders in which the energy is most effective, and beyond those borders, not as effective. Therefore, that's why various members of a variety of civilizations are positioned over different energy grid points in order to add and maintain a consistency of energy, because one cannot do it all. One ship cannot do it all. Because of the way energies interact with each other, because of the way the grid points, chakras, vortices interact with each other. It must be, in the sense, boosted from time to time, here and there, in order to be amplified to the appropriate pitch to allow for balance to occur. Now, we would like to demonstrate via a graphic. We understand you may not all see this clearly right now, but you will all receive the ability to have copies of this image later on. Nevertheless, April! Map A. Map A. Hold it up. This is what you call your United States, correct?
Yes.
Is it right side up? Thank you. You will see two circles. Yes? All right. Now, the lower circle, in that sense, is centered on Sedona. The upper circle is centered on the chakra of Mount Shasta. You can see that they go to each in their extent. So in other words, the vibrational resonance of Sedona will encounter the first major other vortex, being Shasta. Shasta, giving off its emanations, will encounter the first major vortex at Sedona, other than itself. Thus then, those two act as stopping points for each other to some degree, and create an overlap that you call a vesica Pisces. This area in the vesica Pisces of this overlap is what we call the magnification zone. In this magnification zone, different kinds of frequencies, different kinds of experiences can be magnified and amplified to very great degrees. So, you can see a line going straight also from the Shasta Chakra to the Sedona Vortex, connecting them straight through. Now, we will get back to this. Map B. Are you holding it up high?
High enough.
All right. This is, generally speaking, a map of your planet. You can see now a little bit more broadly the idea of the two circles, Sedona, Shasta. You can also see the radiation from Sedona circles going out and out and out and out, and how they encounter different vortices in proximity. Encountering the idea of the vortex of Shasta gives a certain circle. Encountering the idea of the vortex in the Yucatan Peninsula gives a different circle. Encountering the idea of the Haleakala chakra gives a different circle, and on and on and on and on. And you can see that as they encounter each other, there are different resonance areas that are created, different, shall we say, diameters of interference, of concordance, and in that sense, crests of waves and troughs of waves, as is depicted in the line above the circles. In the very center, where we are distributing most of our energy to Sedona, is the idea of what we have called the serious vibration, in that sense, of the 33 cycles per second. When it passes another vortex, in that sense, the interaction of the crests and the troughs cause the vibration to diminish to 10 cycles per second. In the thinnest border of two circles that is encountered by Hawaii is the actual resonance of the Earth, what you call the Schumann resonance, of 7.8 cycles per second. And that is why the Hawaiian island, in that sense, in this relationship, represents the Earth vibration, the heart vibration, the natural vibration of your planet. Outward from there, as it dissipates and diminishes, it goes down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 cycle per second. Until then, the next vortex picks that up, the next amplification picks that up, and goes on from there. As you can see from this, our interaction with the Sedona vortex allows, through the interactions of all of these other vortices all the way out to the Bermuda Triangle, allows us to span what you call the entire United States and other parts of the North American continent. That is our territory, energy speaking. Thus then, other members of my society must pick up the ball, as you say, for other vortices to continue that energy leapfrogging around your planet, all overlapping in such a manner as to maintain an average of the 7.8 Schumann cycle, the natural Earth cycle, for all of you to resonate to be connected to the idea of nature and the Earth consciousness vibration. Now, you can also see a line going across your planet, angled slightly upward, starting all the way over to one side in the Hawaiian Islands. Can you see that? All right. It moves across your planet, and you will see that it actually passes through several other major vortices, including the Bermuda Triangle, in a straight line all the way then through what you call Giza. You are familiar with that. Continuing on through the plateau of Tibet, and in a straight line continuing on through the chakra point of Mount Fuji in Japan, and continuing on upward, spiraling slightly upward around your planet, coming back in on the other side at a specific distance, continuing in that straight line, and ending at Mount Shasta in that spiral. So all it has to do is follow that straight line spiral around your planet in one turn, and you have many of the major chakra points and vortices in this one configuration. There are many other configurations we will not go into now for the sake of simplicity, but this begins to give you an idea of how these things start to line up energetically and how they are all interconnected and how these energy flows go around your planet in a spiraling motion to connect to and include and amplify all of these different centers around and around and around and around. Let us go back to map A. Just a little tidbit we would like to point out. Are you holding it up? Oh, thank you. You see the Sedona circle, you see the Shasta circle, you see the Vesica Pisces. You see the straight line between Sedona and Shasta? Shasta is represented by a small triangle, Sedona represented by a small circle, but along that line there is a small black square. Do you see it? Yes. Do you know what that is? Area 51. It is square on that line. That's not an accident. I'll let you ponder that. Thank you. So, the idea is that many times when you, as humans, create something, some place, some purpose, some function, you will instinctively and automatically gravitate to many of these lines, placing things right on them to take advantage of the energy that flows through them. Many times this is simply unconscious and instinctive within you, although from time to time in your history, when individuals understand this grid, they will purposely place things there to take advantage of the amplification that can be derived by tapping into those energy lines. You call them ley lines, grid points, it doesn't matter. The point is those lines exist, the vortices exist, the chakra points exist. They all pulse together in a certain way that is representative of your ability to retain balance within your lives and to amplify and magnify your own energy in such a way as to take advantage of tapping into these places so that you can direct your own vibrational intentions, which we will be talking about in more detail tomorrow of your time, with respect to what you wish to manifest in your physical reality, and allow your physical reality to become so aligned in such a manner with these particular vortex points and with these particular specific vibrations so as to allow for explosions of synchronicity to occur in your physical reality that will one day be experienced by all of you in a very, very magical way as it was many thousands of your years ago. You are remembering how to do this, which is why we are having this conversation now, to bring from your unconscious mind to your conscious mind more and more recollections of these ideas, how to use the energy of your world, how to use your connection to nature, how to use your connection to yourselves, individually and collectively, to amplify and magnify the idea of the reality you are creating every single moment of every single day, in such a manner as to create shifts in your vibrational being, to shift from parallel reality to parallel reality in a conscious way so that you can define and design the reality of your dreams. Because physical reality is a dream. But you need to wake up in it. You need to become lucid in this dream. And that is what this process of transformation on your planet is all about. Becoming lucid dreamers in your physical dream. So that you can understand it is a dream. And that you can, as the dreamer, dreaming the dream, recognize that you are the dream and it is also dreaming you. And that you can together work with this reflection in such a manner, at such a perfect pitch of energy frequency, in such harmony and unity with the earth vibration, that it can function as the doorways, the portals it was designed to function as, so that synchronicities can abound, so that connections can be made, so that you can recognize and realize in a very concrete way, in a very pragmatic, down-to-earth way, the idea that you are manifesting every second that you experience, all within your consciousness. There is no outside. All these vibrations are taking place within yourself, and these maps might as well be a diagram of your own consciousness. The idea of your planet is that you are your world, you are your universe, and it is you. And when you understand these chords, when you understand these frequencies, you will know how to change your tune and sing a beautiful song of creation, with creation, in harmony and alignment. You all follow along?
Yes.
All right. Some of you do. Do you all follow along?
Yes.
Thank you. Now then, you will let all this sink in. You can study it on your own time. There will be more about these ideas later. More layers, more levels added to these beginning ideas, so that you can become proficient at reading the map, reading the lines, charting your course, seeing the way for you, specifically for you, in your unique way. We thank you for allowing us to share and reflect to you what you already know. And in return for the gift you have given to us, I ask you now, in what way may we be of service to you? You may begin